Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I had to think about it for a second. I couldn't remember what day it was. I'm on my second cup of coffee already. Usually I wait a little bit, but it's okay. It's fine. Everything's fine, right? It's all fine. All right. So, Afton's at school. My house is nice and quiet. So I'm like, let's go. Let's do some makeup. I'm going to put it on anyway, so I might as well just do it with you, right? I have the sniffles still, so I'll try really hard not to make that annoying. That's why I have my coffee, because my throat kind of has a tickle too, so I'm hoping I can keep it tamed down with my coffee. So if you come on, please tell me hello. If you're watching the replay, go ahead and comment replay. And as you can see in my caption, or maybe you couldn't see, I have a question today. I want to know like how big Valentine's is for you. Like, I feel like there's people who absolutely love Valentine's Day, and I feel like there's people who are like so completely against it, and I'm kind of in the middle. So I'm just really curious, because I've heard a lot of strong opinions of Valentine's lately, so I'm just curious what everyone else's thoughts were about it. Sorry, 1 second, I gotta share this to my group really quick. Okay. Sounds good. I don't even know what I want to do today. I have a meeting with a group of ladies for lunch. So I pick up Afton and then we go straight there. And we're going to check out this boutique in, I think it's in Johnston is what it's technically considered. So we're going to go check out this boutique and probably do a little shopping. Sean will love that, but whatever. So we're going there after Afton gets off school. So I need to do some makeup, but I don't even know what I want to do today. Like, sometimes I kind of have a plan. Today I don't. So we're just going to wing it. Put my primer on first. Obviously I did my skincare this morning. I've been trying to be more consistent with that. I'm really good with my morning routine. Nighttime routine has been lacking a little bit. I've been so tired at night, and I think it's partly because I have a cold. So I haven't been as good at my nighttime routine. I'm good at taking my makeup off if I wear it, but the rest of it has kind of been slacking. Which I need to knock that off, because my skin does so well when I am really consistent. I never ever was a big skincare person. Like, I wasn't one of those in like high school or middle school that broke out. Like, I didn't get bad acne or anything like that. And then once I started having my kids, things started changing, and I started having more of the adult onset acne, and I started getting like cystic, like hormonal breakouts right here. And since I've been consistent with our urology and our customized boosters and everything, I've been doing so much better, but I have to like be consistent with it too. Consistency in things is key. So, okay, I'm just letting my primer soak in a little bit. I'm trying to decide I don't even know what foundation I want to use today. I've been using the stick. I've been using the BB Flawless topped with powder. I haven't worn the liquid foundation for a really long time. So I thought maybe I would show that again, because I feel like I don't give it enough attention, and I still have a lot of ladies who prefer this because it's great for like all skin types. It's a liquid foundation that dries to like a matte, more powdery finish. It's probably more of a medium coverage, but it is buildable, so you can add to it. My preference is to get more of a full coverage if I need it, is to top it with like a pressed powder or a loose powder. So that's probably what I'll do, just to give me more mattification and some oil control too, because I do have more oily skin. So because this is a dropper, you want to empty out that dropper, and I'm shaking it really good because I haven't used it in a while. And you want to shake it up really good because it is mineral based, so there will be some separation. I don't know if any of mine are separated, some, but there will be a little separation if you don't shake it up well. So make sure you do that. And I'm just doing it extra well just because it's been sitting for a while. And I'm going to use a kabuki brush. A lot of people who have our liquid foundation likely have the liquid foundation brush, which is totally fine. I never put my makeup in that hole. Mine always went on the outside of it, so it kind of didn't serve a purpose for me. So when we came out with this kabuki brush, this has been my go-to foundation brush for no matter which foundation I'm wearing, other than the powder. It's my favorite. So I'm gonna use the kabuki brush today. Let's see here. And I'm just gonna drop it right onto my brush. Some people like to put it right onto their face. I like to put it right on my brush. And these are smaller drops. One's a little bigger, but 5 drops. And hopefully I picked the right shade because I still feel like I'm kind of in between. But I need to cover up all my redness. So I'm using eyelet, but it buffs in really nicely with this brush. My nose has been super red because I've been having to blow my nose like crazy. So get rid of all that redness. Oh my goodness. I was kind of worried I would be like coughing like crazy on here. I'm not coughing a lot, but if I talk too much, I kind of start to cough. So hopefully that's not the case today. I haven't used a liquid in a long time. I kind of forgot how awesome it smells. I love the smell of it. Is that weird? Does anyone else notice the smell of it? Good morning, ladies. How are you? Did you see my question? I want to hear. I want opinions here. I feel like I'm kind of in between. Like, Valentine's Day isn't like a super big deal to me, but I mean, I like to be acknowledged a little bit too. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need some big like extravagant date and a big gift or anything like that. Like, I would be okay with like a $5 bouquet of flowers and a card that said something nice, and I'd be fine with that. Sean's not even gonna be home for Valentine's Day or the weekend after, so it's like whatever. Okay, so as you can see, now that it's oxidized to my skin, I covered all that redness that I had, and it matches really nicely, so I did pick the right one today. I'm losing my sun color already. My tan, it's going away. So, and I do get nice good coverage out of it. I am gonna top a little bit of powder on it just because for me, I do get a little oily throughout the day in my T-zone. It's just a fact, it's just how my skin is. So I like to use a little powder. It gives me a little bit more coverage, and then it also helps with oil control. I'm trying to find my chiffon powder, and I don't think I have it down here. So we're gonna use, because I'll use a little bit of my poplin. I feel like it's a little bit dark for me right now. I have like 50 different powders down here, so I have to like go through all of them. So we'll use just a little bit of my poplin powder over. And the pressed powders do come with a sponge. So if you use the sponge, you could usually get like a little bit fuller coverage with application that way. Just because I'm putting it over top of a liquid and I just need a little extra, I like to use this powder concealer brush. This is my next favorite face brush. If I was gonna pick 2 face brushes for anyone to get, it would be these 2. They're my favorites. And this one comes in the beauty box this month. So even better. Okay. Let's do a little organza under my eyes. It's another powder, pressed powder foundation. Use the same brush. And this I just do quickly as a way to kind of brighten up under my eye. Some people like concealer, some people like to use the stick foundation. I have some that use the spray foundation under their eye. You just pick a lighter foundation than your normal foundation shade. So like go a couple shades lighter and use that under your eye just to help brighten it up. Make it look a little more awake. And I like the powder just because it's not super dramatic and it's easy. So, I mean, we have plenty of options. I can help you choose what's going to be best for you, but this is my preference. And like I say all the time, options are necessary because not all of us have the exact same skin and the exact same needs for our skin. Sorry, I'm gonna have to keep drinking coffee as I go because number 1, I don't want it to get cold, and number 2, it helps with my little tickle in my throat. Okay, well, just a bronzer. So no one wants to tell me what they think of Valentine's Day? Are y'all being shy? So I like to use bronzer to give my face some more definition, more warmth. I don't do anything crazy. But we do want to bring some life back to our face after we flattened it all out with our foundation shade, because you want it to match your neck, but we need to, like, you know, give it some dimension and give it some depth, and that's where blush and like bronzer and things like that come in. And it makes your face appear slimmer. You can slim down your nose a bit. So it's just a subtle difference, but like you can especially see it, the difference in my cheeks. Sometimes we can put our foundation on and it can make us feel a little washed out. Because I have some girls that'll be like, my foundation's too light. I feel so pale. And I'm like, but does it match your chest and your neck? And they're like, well, yeah. I'm like, well, then that's where you add in some bronzer, some blush, something like that, just to give you a little bit more warmth and things like that. But you don't want your foundation itself to be darker just because you feel pale. You know what I mean? Yes, that's how I am too, which we won't get to spend any time together, but a card and like, I mean, I'm not a big like flower girl. I don't mind like just, I would rather have flowers on a different day when they don't like jack up the prices 3 times, 4 times, you know, as much. Like, get me like just a cheap spring bouquet and I would be fine with that. Like, I don't need a bunch of roses or anything like that. Just like the thought behind it, I'm good with, but I don't want him to spend a fortune either. Like, I think spending $75 on a bouquet of roses just makes me like, ugh, I could have bought a pair of shoes with that, you know? And I could have gotten a lot more use out of it. So I'm kind of cheap in that way. Yeah, like I would rather have them another time, just randomly, like just a cheap bouquet of flowers, just you know what I mean? Like a random, yeah, then like, because it's just so predictable on Valentine's Day, I guess. My husband's gonna watch this and be like, oh, what the heck? I think last year he sent me, because I don't think he was home last year either, and I think he sent me one of those like edible arrangements, which was good. Or maybe that was for my birthday. I have a really hard time keeping track of things. I'm not very good at that. But he got me like an edible arrangement, like bouquet, which was awesome too. That was great. But those are expensive too, especially on Valentine's Day. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm too cheap for that stuff. Nope. Okay. We're gonna do eyebrows. Try and find all my stuff here. I cleaned up my vanity after my last live, so it was really nice when I came down here and like everything was like all cleaned up and where it's supposed to go, but I'm used to having to like dig and search and not just look where it's supposed to be. It's a little backwards, isn't it? Okay, so we're gonna do brows and eyes here. So our kudos this month, which is our customer special, includes liquid eyeshadows. And I've been seeing a lot of girls applying it with their, like blending it with their finger. And it works really well and it looks really easy. So I'm gonna try that today. It's the first time I've ever like done that. So, could be a huge fail. But that's fine, because it'll wipe off, right? That's the beauty of makeup. You try new things, and if it doesn't work, you just don't do it again, or you just start over. It's fine. So, I'm doing good on time. That's good. Okay, let's see here. I gotta get this out of the way. I don't even know. I have too much stuff around here. Let's do brows. Trying to decide what I want to do. So my go-to for brows lately has been palette 6, but I have also used palette 4. So maybe we'll do palette 4 again. This is the palette that comes in the beauty box this month, so this is a really good color for brows. I think I'll just use that today. My brows need a little bit of work. Don't have much for brows. That's why we do this, because I need to frame them. I need to fill them in a little bit. It's a little, my brows are just a little bit sad. So I put primer in my brows first, my eye primer. I just feel like because I like to use a powder product, it just helps it stay in place longer. And our eye primer I'm obsessed with because I do have more oil prone skin, and if I don't use the eye primer like eventually throughout the day, depending on what eyeshadows I use, I can get some of that creasing on my lid, and that drives me crazy. So eye primer is super necessary for me, and I recommend it to every single one of you, because nobody wants their eyeshadow moving, you know, during the day. It just looks funny. So, Kelly, if you're still on, are you guys doing anything for Valentine's Day then? Like, are you planning like a date night or just hanging out at home? Yeah, that's a good question. Like, do people like to go out for Valentine's Day, or do you like plan to like cook something nice at home instead? So I feel like I'm more than happy to like go out and do something like that, but it's not completely necessary for me either. Plus, I usually can't expect my husband to be home on these holidays. It's kind of nice that it's on a Friday this year though. Well, hello, Lindsay. I still want to say Leonard when I see you. When I see your name pop up, like it just wants to fly out of my mouth. I can't help it. I'm probably the only person that still calls you that sometimes. My brows don't make life easy for me. I love you too. Am I the only one that still calls you that? Does that bother you? I just can't help myself. You're still Leonard in my phone too. You're in Nashville? Oh my goodness. Nashville, I want to go to Nashville so bad. Yeah, I could see that. Like, yeah, it gets super busy on Valentine's Day. I would rather like do a Valentine's like day later, you know, like wait a few days to not have to deal with that. But that's awesome. I'm so jealous. Is this your first time in Nashville? Like, are you just there for fun, or are you there for like something work related, or what? That's awesome. Okay, good, Lindsay. Leonard. How's that sweet baby doing? Hopefully you're getting... Oh, Ainsley does. Yes, that's right. I knew one of your sisters still called you that. Ainsley and I get each other, I think. We just can't stop. Okay, I think we're gonna try this. I don't even know what colors I want to do though that will match my shirt today. I'm kind of nervous. I hate doing brand new things in front of you guys because if I mess up, I'm gonna look silly. But we're gonna go for it. It'll be fine, right? So we're gonna do, I think I'm just gonna do a nice light eye. Reverent is my favorite. He's snoozing and I'm pumping, so thank you. You'll be in Ankeny tonight? What are you doing? Gonna be with your sister or what? Oh, that's awesome. That's so nice, Kelly. It's always nice when there's those work trips, huh, that you get to tag along on. Okay, so this color, I've seen a lot of people just wear it by itself. So I wanted to put it on all over and just see how it looked first. And we'll add if we need to. Oh, yay! That's awesome. Okay, and then I just see people literally use their finger. My nails are getting kind of long, so it's hard to get in that middle or in the inner corner. And just kind of lightly blend it in. I feel like with my skin tone, it works, but I'm so used to like a little bit darker makeup on my eyes. So I'll probably use another one in the outer. But isn't that just a pretty color by itself? It's like a pretty like champagne with a little bit of shimmer. And that was really easy. Just to like blend it with my finger. We have baseball practice tonight. And I'm sick. Otherwise I would see if I could just pop over really quick, Lindsay, and see you guys. I have a cold. Last thing I need to do is give anyone RSV. My kids gave me a cold. They're all my kids are feeling better. Now it's my turn. And it's nothing crazy, you know, like it's just like I have a little bit of a scratchy throat, and then like I'm not coughing really unless I talk a lot, which I'm surprised I haven't been coughing, but my nose will not quit. Yes, I know. I will totally keep it to myself. It's not the good time of year to be around a newborn baby with a cold by any means. But you'll have to let me know if you're in town next time, or when you're in town next time, because I need to see you. I wonder what this would look like. We're gonna try this business-like. It's not very dark, so I might still add something else. It's a pink, so it kind of goes with my kimono or cardigan or whatever the heck these are called. So I'm literally just like kind of pressing it in. And I'm using not my index finger, just because I can do a little bit lighter pressure. I don't know, it's kind of a fun, just light, everyday, easy look, right? A little bit of shimmer, a little sheen, nothing over the top. I kind of like it. And these liquid eyeshadows, they dry down so they're almost like powdery, so they're not gonna smudge once they're dry. They stay put so well. And there are 8 different colors to choose from, and it's in our customer kudos this month, so you save 20% on the kudos bundle. And if you upgrade it to add a foundation, you get your foundation for $22. So it's a really good deal. Okay, I need a little bit. I'm just gonna use the brush a little bit just to, hey Tiff, how are you? Just to blend the lines just a little bit more. Nothing too crazy. And then I could totally just leave it like this, but I am gonna put a little bit more right here. This is easily my favorite color. This is Reverent. These are so easy. Make sure I use the right finger. So super light and simple. Are you packing? Getting everything all ready? You have a little bit of time, but I'm sure you didn't probably unpack everything since you were in temp housing though, right? Oh my gosh, I love this Reverent. I feel like my phone doesn't even do it justice. It's so pretty. And it's gonna look even better once I get the rest of my eyes on. Okay, so we're just gonna go with that nice and simple look today. I could, which I was tempted to grab palette 6 in this color right here and deepen up the outer corner, which, because what's nice about these liquid eyeshadows is you can use them, because they dry down to like more of that powdery finish, you can use pressed powders and other eyeshadows with them. You can totally mix and match them. I figured most of it was still in storage, so that's nice. That pool, I was like, oh my gosh, that pool is awesome. That's gonna be really exciting for you. You have to hire you a nice pool boy. Someone gets you a pool boy to take care of that. I always tell that to my dad. I'm like, why don't you get someone like to take care of your pool? But he likes to do it himself. So that is fun and exciting. Okay, I need to like focus here. All right, let's do some eyeliner quick here. Sorry, I'm like this cold, almost because I can't breathe out of my nose very well. It like almost makes me out of breath. And I'm just talking. Okay, this is my bad sharpener. I need to clean one of them out. Look how little my eyeliner pencil is getting. These suckers last forever. Love it. Okay, I need a different mirror. I just wrote on my wall with eyeliner. I can't get my mirror. Whoops. I need this mirror. Oh my gosh, I love my eyes. No, Mom, you're watching live. You're live with me right now. Hi, Danielle. How are you? So we're just going to put a little bit in my upper lash line. And I have to pull my eye taut just to do it because it just is easier for me. I'm not a makeup artist by any whatever. I can't even talk today. I'm doing good. How are you? Congrats on your boutique space. That's super exciting. I have a meeting after when Afton gets done with school. So I needed to do my makeup, and I'm just trying to be more consistent with doing my lives. Isn't Palette 6 amazing, Tiff? Oh my gosh, it's my favorite. I would say I use that one the most too, for sure. I mean, I use a lot of the pressed shadows, but like it's not uncommon for me to do at least something from Palette 6 just because it has the pretty browns, but then it's got those pretty mauves. It's got like, I do my brows from it. When we went on our cruise, that was the only eyeshadow palette I took because I knew I could do so much with it. It's like the perfect travel palette because it just has everything in it. And the eyeshadows in Palette 6 are infused with primer, whereas 1 through 5 are not. And so I don't know, I just love it. It's easily my favorite one. So I'm glad you love it too. Okay, I'm gonna take Palette 4 again that I use for my brows and just smudge a little bit of the brow color down in here, just for a little extra. And I've seen people use the Reverent liquid shadow like in here too, just to like highlight the inner corner. Okay. So you have to tell me more about this, Danielle, because I was kind of reading your post and then like I got distracted and all of that. So like it's an actual like storefront then that you'll have stuff in? Is that what it is and you're sharing with someone? Okay, let's do some lash primer. So this coats your lashes, turns them white. But what it does, it sets you up for a good mascara application. Because the wand is curved, it curls my lashes up and it helps make them a little longer and fuller. So you're gonna get even more out of your mascara. But what's great about it is it helps condition and nourish your lashes. So you're going to keep them stronger and healthier. So you don't want breakage or anything like that. We want our lashes to stay nice and long and beautiful. You should be using your lash serum at night with your skincare routine. Trick those follicles so that your lashes aren't shedding every 7 to 10 days like the normal cycle. You trick them so that they stay in longer. Therefore, they can grow longer, and then they are thicker too. All 4 of our lash products come in the beauty box this month. Those 4 products right there pay for the beauty box, and then you get an additional 11 products that are full size, essentially for free, plus the $25 gift card, and a minimum of 90 days of 20% back. So I'll just leave that for you there. It's a pretty good deal if you ask me. Okay, we're gonna do my 4D mascara. It's my favorite. I kind of blink as I apply, and like I say in every video, you want to try and hit different points of this wand because some of the bristles are shorter and some of them are a little bit longer. And so you can see, like, as you rotate it, they kind of change. Anyways, you want to try and like hit, you see how I like spin it in my hand in between swipes? Some people can roll it like as they apply it. I cannot. But if you hit the different sides of the wand, you're gonna get even better results because one side is better for length and one side is better for volume. And it's buildable, so you just keep applying. I have been really bad about my lash serum. I want to tell you that at confession time, because I haven't been super great with my nighttime skincare routine the last like couple weeks. After the cruise and then getting home, it was just crazy, and I was getting so tired at night. I was slacking on my nighttime routine. I'm trying to get better about it. But I'll like take my makeup off if I have makeup on and then not do the rest. And so I haven't been using my lash serum like I would like to. But I honestly think because I use the lash primer, it's helping a lot because my lashes are still staying nice and strong. Oh, gotcha. Oh, geez. That's awesome. That'll be super cool to have a storefront. I love some of the stuff you've been posting lately. Those earrings look super fun. I just saw them quick before I hopped on here. I'll have to share your page. Everything is always worth a try, right? That's what I say. It never hurts to try anything, because you never know what it could potentially do for you. Always worth a try. If it doesn't work, you pivot and try something else. It's my favorite phrase from one of our top leaders. So you just pivot. Try something, doesn't work. Try something else, right? Yes, they're so fun. So fun. Well, hello, Sarah. How are you? Okay. What do I want to do on my lips today? What do I want to do? I'm going to put a little bit of this Reverent on my inner corner here real quick and see how it looks. I'm going to use this brush and just smudge just a little in there. I am in this networking group with a bunch of ladies, and we have a monthly meeting, so we get together and just chat about things. Usually we have a little bit of an agenda and like a speaker and things like that come and talk to us. We actually had, like, just for an example, we had the girl that helped started the Wave, like, t-shirts and that whole thing. She came and, like, spoke to our group and all of that stuff, so that was really fun. Hey! And then today we actually are going to a boutique in Johnston that one of the gals in our group owns, and we're gonna go check out her clothing boutique. So I'm kind of excited about that. And then we have lunch together. So it's just a fun little get together once a month. So I have that after I pick up Afton, and she gets to go with me today because, right? I don't know how much shopping I will do, but potentially yes. It's hard. It's going to be hard because I know that she carries, like, super cute stuff. Like, hard to not grab something, but I'm going to try hard to, have a little bit of reservation. Okay, what should we do for lips? So another product in the kudos this month is, my hair is so dry. Last time I went and got my color done, I didn't trim the ends, and now they're super dry. Oh yeah, she gave me a mask to use when I got back from the cruise. I haven't done that. Squirrel, sorry. Jumping all over the place. So the other day I used a lip powder, and I really love that. And I was like, why don't I use this more often? But I used the lip powder. And so in the kudos, you get 2 of the liquid eyeshadows, and then you get to pick a lip product. And it can be a Splash liquid lipstick. It can be one of our traditional Opulence lipsticks. It can be a Crush lip powder. It can be a lip gloss. And then you get either a blush or a lip exfoliator. So let's use, I don't even know. What color, what lipstick should I use? Maybe I'll use Subtle. I found my lip exfoliator that I thought Afton had ran off with. Turns out I just put it in the wrong spot. So I think I want to use, or maybe we'll use Snarky today. Should I use Snarky, or where the heck is Subtle? That's my favorite. Here it is. So I can use either, you guys are gonna laugh because they look so close, but they're a little bit different. Snarky, you say Snarky? Blame the kid. Yeah, I know. Whoops. I blame her for, like, all my missing makeup. Usually it is her. But I found it. So I've been exfoliating my lips a lot more lately, so they're back in better shape. Okay, we'll use Snarky. I love our nude Splash. Like, as you can tell, I have all of them. But they're all just a little bit different. It's necessary to have options. Oh yeah, fine. Okay, here's Snarky. So we'll use Snarky. So whenever you're using one of our liquid lipsticks, you don't need very much. A little goes a long way. So I scrape all of it off the wand, or we do have a lip brush that you can use, or you can use like the cream shadow brush if you want to do that, like get a nice light layer. You just don't need a whole lot. So I scraped it all off. These liquid lipsticks last you a really long time because of that reason. You don't need to use a lot of the product. And this dries down to a matte finish, like a powdery matte finish. It does not transfer a whole lot. It will like if your lips get wet from eating and drinking, like it will slowly transfer, but it's not like a traditional lipstick where it comes off, or a lip gloss where it comes off really easy. You are going to get a lot longer wear out of the Splash liquid lipstick than you would like a lip gloss or a traditional lipstick. Yes, the nudes are my favorite. And this is in the nude family, but it has a little bit more of like the purple. As you can tell, I cannot talk when I'm doing it. So I put it on the bottom, transfer it to the top, because then I know I'm getting a nice light layer, and the lighter the layer, the better it dries and the less it transfers. If you want to deepen the color, apply it maybe in like a couple layers would be my recommendation. But if you like pull this right out of the tube and you put it on nice and thick, it's not gonna dry down as nice. It's gonna move around a little bit and it's gonna transfer more. So less is more with this. You want a nice light layer and you're gonna get the best wear out of it. Okay, so you guys tell me that weren't on earlier. What is Valentine's for you? Like, is it a big deal? Is it not a very big deal? Do you expect a lot? Do you not really care? What was the other one I had? That was Subtle. That's my favorite one. I would say my three top Splash, which one of them is upstairs, is Successful, Snarky, and Subtle. So Subtle is, did you get one of these though? One of these three? I feel like you did. Maybe that was your mom, Tiff. So I'll show you real quick. Subtle is just a little bit lighter. Yeah, we don't do anything big. Like, I wouldn't mind a little bit of an acknowledgement. I'm definitely like in the middle. Like, I kind of want some acknowledgement, but I don't need like a big extravagant gift or a big huge bouquet of flowers or anything like that. So I'll put these next to each other so you can see, Tiff. So Snarky is the one I have on, this bottom one, which it's a little bit thicker on my hand. But then this is Subtle, which it doesn't look too far off, but on my lips, it's just a little bit lighter than that even. So those are my two favorites. And then Successful. So this is more of like a pinkish nude. This is more of like the purple nude. And then Successful is a little bit more of like a reddish nude, if that makes any sense. Does that make sense? Yes, I love Well-To-Do lipstick too. Do you use Well-To-Do just by itself, or do you like to put the liner on and then, because I know you like that evenly matched duet lipstick. So I don't know if you've seen where if you put like a prim eyeliner on your lips first, and then or you can also do, is it Pouty, Abby? You can do this on first and then the Well-To-Do, and it mimics that evenly matched lipstick really well. But yeah, this is one of my favorite colors for sure. Especially when you're doing a nice light eye too. It's just a nice everyday lipstick. And I will show you, let it dry. I think it's pretty dry. Like you aren't getting a ton of transfer. Like I got a little bit like from the middle of my mouth and that was it. Yes, it's that like totally mimics the evenly matched lipstick. So if you put a little bit of liner on, and you can even do it almost all over and then do the Well-To-Do over it, and it looks really good. So yeah, okay. Well, if you have any questions, want to know about any of the products I used, or you need help getting color matched or picking things out, please let me know. I would be happy to help. I need to spray my face with a little setting spray here quick. I usually forget to do this when I'm on the video with you guys, and I do it after. So setting spray is really nice just to help keep everything in place. Smells really refreshing. But, oh, I didn't put any blush on today. Some days I am like on it and I am like, I don't know. But then other days I get on these videos and I like lose my whole makeup train of thought. It's crazy. I don't know why it happens, but it does. So then I end up like doing something more when I get off. Oh well, let me throw a little blush on. I can't believe I forgot blush. I used to be one that like wouldn't wear it a ton. And then now if I don't have it, I'm like, what the heck? I can't find the one I want. Oh my gosh, here it is. We're gonna use a little of this one today, Surreal. So normally I would do this before my setting powder or setting spray, but you know, I can't believe I forgot it. But it's fine, it's fine. It's totally fine. And I also didn't really, I usually put a little highlight under my brow. Highlight shadow, whatever. We're fine. It's fine. Totally fine today. Okay. Now I think we're good. We're fine. Okay, if you have any questions, please let me know. If you're just hopping on now, tell me what you think of Valentine's Day, what you do for Valentine's Day. I would love to hear it because I'm just curious of like people's like differing opinions. Some people are really strong, like Valentine's Day is a big deal. Other people absolutely hate it, but I feel like I'm kind of in the middle, more leaning towards I don't really care. So anyway, just curious. If you have any questions about anything, please let me know. I hope you guys all have a fantastic day and I'll see you soon.